Hello and good morning, everybody. It's Monday here in the U.S. after Easter. Hope everybody's doing well and had a great weekend. So I made a couple trades over the weekend, so I wanted to share them with everybody, or actually share this particular one on the GBP USD 15-minute time frame that I took last night. I wanted to take this trade to kind of show you guys exactly how and when to get into a trade, why, how to watch it, how to get out, how to know when to get out, how to know where it's going, all that kind of fun stuff. So it's going to help maximize your pip gains and minimize your losses, or take your losses down to zero. This is not 100% strategy and analysis, but it's pretty close. I haven't lost a trade since, oh Lord, I haven't lost a trade since I think like the middle of March, 14th of March or something. So I'm going to teach you guys how to watch this market and analyze it so you stop having losses, or like I said, at least minimize your losses. Nothing is guaranteed. Nothing's 100%. As we all know, past profits do not guarantee future results. But hopefully my insight here with what I know and how I trade is going to help you in your trading and help you change your trading. For some, this is going to change their lives. For others, you may not quite get it yet. But if you watch this video, you learn, you study, you take your time, you be patient. Patient is key. Patience is key. The market takes money from those who are not patient and pays the people that are patient. I can go into this market pretty much at any time, anywhere, any pair, any time frame, any currency, crypto or Forex, because those are the two that I trade, and I can go in here anytime. I can take money out of this market and feel comfortable and confident that it's going to go in that direction. So let's kind of get to it here. Again, the GBP USD that I took last night on the 15, I actually was looking at the 5 and the 1. I use the Easy RSI app for my phone, so that way I don't have to go hunting for these things. Anytime my pairs that I have it watching in there hits an overbought or oversold, it gives me an alert. Then I go to the chart and I look at it. It tells me what the pair is. It tells me what the RSI reading is, and of course the timestamp on it. So I go look at it. I paid the 20 bucks. You can get the free app. You can use it for free on your phone. It's a great tool. Like I said, I love it, but it's free. But on the free version, you don't get crypto, and you don't get the 5-minute time frame. I personally like the 5-minute time frame because I like to take, I don't like waiting a long time. I like to get in. I like to get out. I do, like I said, I do a couple trades a day. I go in, I make my money, I make my trades, and I get out. And then maybe later on at night or weekends or something, I trade crypto, so that way I can keep my skills sharp and always stay in tune with the market. So last night I took this trade. This was my entry right here, and I got out right around in here. And I'm going to show it to you. I could have written it all the way down to here. I just didn't feel like waiting. It was, I don't even remember, I don't know, what time was it? 4:45 UTC time. So I don't know, it was 8, 9, 10 o'clock my time last night. So I was busy watching TV. So I let the market work for me while I watched TV. I made, I don't know, 75 bucks, 80 bucks. I think at one time I was up 120 when it dipped down to here. But I was just going to let it run for a while so I can show you guys what to do and how to do it, because I knew it was going down here. I knew that. So again, I already waited. I got in here. I waited while I was watching it from back here. So 30 minutes, an hour. I was about an hour and a half in there. So I figured, I'll take my 75 bucks and get out. I stacked 3 trades. I did a 0.5 lot. So it's 5 minis or a half a standard lot. So what you do is, I'm on my other screen. This was the order size right here, 0.50. That's 5 minis or a half a standard. So here's what I did. Let's zoom in just a little bit, and we'll see it. So like I said, I was watching this on the 5 is when I actually got in, and I like getting in a little bit in the lower time frames. I wouldn't trade on the 1. I do trade on the 1 some, but don't watch on the 1, because if you're on the 1, you can't go any lower to see when to get out. If you're on the 5, at least you can drop down to the 1 if you want to take just a little short, quick trade. Or the 15, then you can take shorter ones on the 5 and 1, so you'll know where it's going. Or you can trade on the 15 if you want to capture these long runs, then just go up on the 30. This whole move right here on the 15 is right here on the 30. It's right there. And that whole move on the 30 is right here on the 1 hour. It's right there. Even though we were in an uptrend, or are in an uptrend there, whoops, even though we are in an uptrend, I took this retracement on a smaller time frame, because on the smaller time frame, it was a longer run. It was a little downtrend there, because of course in the market you have trend inside of trend inside of trend. So these are micro trends that we get in here and trade. So if you look on the daily, look at there, that candle was going up. It's in an uptrend daily, but so what? That's great. On the 4 hour, we're still in a little bit of an uptrend. The 1 hour, we're still in an uptrend. I was trading that little retracement. Well, if I'd have been trading up here on the higher time frames, that would have been a counter trend. And here it again. There it is on the 30. There it is on the 15. Oh, I'll show it to you here on the 5. Look at there. There's that run on the 5. Wouldn't it be nice to catch all that run? It's all still the same pips. Let's take a look. I got in here. I got out. Where did I get out at? I got down in here somewhere. So I got my 5 pips. But I could have gotten 15. I just didn't feel like waiting, because I know I can go in here at any time and I can get those. I can get those pips. And I'm going to show you how to go get them too. Same thing. I got in right here. I got out right there. Got my 4.85 pips. I could have taken 8.5, 9 pips down here, but I watched it retrace because I knew what it was going to do. Look, I'm going to show you why. I sold right up here. The RSI was coming down. My moving average has gone up and peaked, so I knew it was going down. This, like Sheriff says, if it goes up into the RSI up above the overbought, it's going to come down, and that's exactly what it does. So there's many ways you can watch this and trade this. You can ride this down on the 30 till it crosses. You can ride it down on the stochastic till it crosses, and that's why I actually got out right there, because I saw it come down. I was tired of waiting and watching. I was already blue. I'd already made my money, and it was going to cross. So I knew it was going to do something, and it did. It took a little green candle here. Let's go down and look at that on the 5. On the 5 minute, it came down, and it took a little retracement up. But again, look, it's following your moving average. It's following your imaginary resistance right there. I could have trailed that all the way down with my stop, and it would have taken me out maybe here, depending upon how close you get it. But you could take it all the way down. That's what I'm saying. If you're trading on the 15 or the 5, either one, and everything is lining up, you're above here on the 15, your 5 minute has been up above here as well, your moving average has turned and is coming back down, your stochastic has turned, it's coming down, I know when to get in and when to get out, because it's been above, so I know it's not going to go higher than 100 here. It could ride here for a while, but it didn't, because I looked at the higher time frames. So you get in, you ride it down to the cross. You get in, you ride it down to the cross. You know that the market's going to go from the 70 down to the 30. It's going to go from the 80 down to the 20. And it does it on every time frame all the time. Look, it goes from here up. Not a big move, but a little bit of a move. Let's see what size that move is. We're on a 5 minute, so it's not a lot of pips. Don't expect a lot of pips on a docile market. You know, like the Easter weekend, a holiday weekend, you're not going to get a lot of pips on, especially the smaller ones. You can get them, but it's going to be a little tighter. You might fray your nerves just a little bit. But look at there, 3 pips. That little bitty retrace from here to here was 3 pips. How many pips was it from right here? From here to here was 14 pips. Look at that nice little move right there on the 5. So that's how you know how to get in and get out of the market. Because if you're trading the 15 is dictating the 5. This little move, or that little move on the 15, it's not little. That right there is a 13.4 pip move. 16 pips you could have caught with that wick. And you knew it was going there because look, your RSI came and went down to the 30. This moving average right here is going to tell you when, right there. It's turning, it crossed, and it's turning down. You're good to go. It's down here, it's crossed, and it's heading back up. Your RSI is heading back up. Look, your stochastic's doing the same thing. It's doing it right here. Look, it's doing it right here. It's crossed, it's coming down. Retraces a little bit, and then comes back down because it hasn't gone deep enough into 30, because your 15 is dictating what's going on this 5. Hopefully this is becoming clear to you guys. Hopefully I'm not confusing you too much. I had a little bit of coffee this morning, so I'm still a little wound up. But yeah, you can capture these moves. It's easy. The market tells you everywhere. Let's see where that move is on the 1. Let's go look at that. Look at this move on the 1. Look at this. Goes from back here. That little jump kind of freaked me out last night. But heck, I could have gotten in back here and captured another 2 pips. Look at that. Boom. Oh, I'm sorry, 3 pips. I left 3 pips on the table there. But it doesn't matter. I can make it. Look at all the opportunity I've got to make it right there. Why? Because the 5 minute is telling me so. Because the 15 minute is telling me so. That whole move right there is this whole move right here on the 5. Or I mean, yeah, on the 5. It's that whole move right there. That's the same move on the 1, that's on the 5, that's on the 15. Look at that right there. It's on the 30. Look at that right there. It goes on and on and on. You can do this all day, every day, anytime, anywhere, any pair. It doesn't matter. So let's go back to the 15. I got in here, I sold here. So what I did when I entered I entered on the close of this candle. I saw the RSI come up into the 70. I was waiting for this, and let's go look and see. I'll show you exactly what I was looking at last night and what I was watching. Here we are. That candle closed. Oh, function F12. Oops, shift F12. We'll move it that way. So right there is what I was watching last night. I got the call. My easy RSI indicator app on my phone said, hey, look, Great British Pound, US dollar is going to go down because it's above the 70 on RSI. It was at 88 on the RSI. So I said, cool, I'm going to go watch it. I wasn't ready to jump in yet, even though the RSI is turning down. My 10 moving average is still going up. We still have buying pressure. My stochastic is still going up. We have buying pressure, but look, it's wanting to cross. Oops, now I screwed everything up. It was wanting to cross there. See? I enlarged it just a little bit. I'm getting a cross. I'm getting this coming down. So now I'm getting ready. That candle closed. There's what I saw right here, right on this edge. I was waiting. I'm not ready to get in yet. I'm not ready. Moving average tells me I'm not ready. This tells me I'm not ready. That tells me I'm not ready. But let's see. That's when I get ready, right there. That candle closed. I sold. Then it went there. I'm happy. Now I know we're going to go. Because look at there. That's already crossed. My moving average is flattening out and getting ready to head down. That's already crossed and heading down. Everybody's heading down. Now my RSI is below the 70. Let me shrink that down a little bit. Whoops. I keep going in the wrong direction here. To move one candle at a time, forward is function F12. To go backwards is shift F12. So it's going down. I'm still happy, but I'm kind of flattening out a little bit. I got a little bit of a doji here, so I want to watch because I manually manage my trades when I'm doing things like this. And I'm far apart here, so I know at some point this may retrace back up to my moving average because that's just the way the market moves. A lower time frame, when it hits its 20 down here, you get a little retracement. You know, on the 5 minute, it hits down here, you get a little retracement. So that's why these candles are kind of thinning out a little bit. If you go back, if you do this on your computer during this time frame and go back and test this yourself, you'll see the exact same things. It's going to come down and then it's going to make its move, or the candles are going to lose a little gas there. So, and then looking there, then I got my green candle. It was up and down. It started to slow because, of course, the holidays. So I watched it pop down here a little bit. But now I'm looking to get out soon because look at here, my RSI is at the 20. I'm sorry, the stochastic is down here to 20, and it's wanting to cross back up. It may or may not. You know, the higher time frame, the 30 minutes, is going to tell the 15 what it's going to do here. So let's go look at the 30 real quick and see what it's doing. Here's where it was on the 30. It was right here. So I knew that it was going to continue down because the 30 is telling me it's going to continue down. I don't know how far. I don't quite know. You know, I don't have a crystal ball, but I do know it's still going to go down a little bit. And look at here. It's coming down to meeting my 10 moving average. And look at here on my 30, my 10 moving average hasn't turned yet. It's still going up a little bit. So these two are coming down and joining right there. This one's crossed. It's coming down. So we have selling pressure still. And then, oh, look at there. Okay, great. Now it's gone under my moving average. My moving average is flattening out a little bit more, looking to turn down. My stochastic is still going down. We're still red. We're still good. Look at there. We're still good. I like this. I like the RSI getting further away from my moving average. And I like these still having a nice gap here and still heading down because they haven't gotten to the 20 yet. My 15 is already getting down there. But my 30 is telling my 30-minute time frame is telling my 15-minute time frame where we're going to go and where it's going. So I'm still good here. Let's keep going. Let's keep selling. Okay, now I got a doji. Doji is indecision in the market. It's going to tell you it's either going to go up or it could go down, or it might even go sideways a little bit longer. But let's look at the other indicators that we're getting our confirmations from. We still went down on the 30. We're still down on the 15. 15 might be flattening out a little bit here. But we're apart. We're still going down. We're reaching our 20. We're running out of steam. Something's going to happen soon. So you want to beware. Okay, now we're flattening out. We're still down. We're still apart. My MA is still going down. I like that. My stochastic is down here at the 20. This would be a good time to get out. You can get out here. The 15, I already got out. I'm back here on the 15. See? That's where I got out right there. That crossed on the 15. It started to point back up here on the 15 because I know it's going to go back up to this moving average. It might go back up, hit it, and keep going back down, or it might go up, ride along it a little bit, and then it might shoot on up here. I don't know because I haven't looked at the higher time frames yet. The 30-minute and the 1 hour is going to tell me what's going to happen right here. I'm on my 15. Okay? I got my hammer right here. So I know something's up. I had a doji here. I had a short body here, some longer wicks. So we got about even market here. All the buyers and sellers in here are pretty much in agreement because we got about equal buying pressure down here. We've got equal selling pressure on this upper wick here in a nice little body. So we have an inverted hammer here. That's going to tell me something's going to happen here. It could make a change or it could continue on. But what I'm looking at is I'm looking at my RSI here, my moving average, and my stochastic here. This is what's telling me where the market's going. Should I stay in? Should I get out? What should I do? The 5-minute, that's already changed. There we go. I'm looking over here at the 5-minute. See, 5 minutes already come down below the 20, pop back up for a little retracement right there, and keep going down. Why? Because the higher time frame says so. The 15 is telling the 5, we're not done yet. We're still going down. So you can keep going down. Look here. Go down, little retracement. Go down, little retracement. Go down, little retracement. Same thing. It happens all over the place. Inside of that 15-minute trend, the 5-minute trend is just going down and down and down. 15 is going down because, of course, they're bigger candles. In a 15, there's 3 of these candles in one 15. And there's 2 of these candles in a 30 from the 15. So again, the market's telling you, your time frame lower, you could have just ridden it down from here. Look, well, I sold it there. I could have just ridden it down from there. I could have just taken those pips right there. From here to here, I could have taken that. Because right down here, that RS or the stochastic tells me so. Because it hasn't crossed yet and gone back up. It hasn't hit the 20. I know the market's going to go from the 70 to the 30, and it's going to go from the 80 to the 20. It always does at some point in time, somehow, somewhere, some way. Just like here, it goes from the 20 up and crosses. I could have captured that. It turns, it goes down and crosses. I could have captured that. It turns here and it goes up to here. I could have captured that. Or easier, I could have just gone up to the 15 and I could have just traded it from there to there on the 15. It doesn't matter. Look at there. I could have gone from here to here on the 15. That's your buy right there. There. We looked at this sell. I showed you how to do that sell. Buy is the exact same thing. Look at here. Now let's look at this one. Your RSI starts down here. So you want to trade it on the 15? Go to the 5. Put you a vertical line there on the 15 so you'll know where you're at on the 5. We're about ready to get in. RSI has gone up above the 70, and it's crossing down, and it's going to go all the way down. Oops, I don't know why I'm talking about that. We just did a sell. I'm sorry. Caffeine. It's the caffeine. I'm all over the place here this morning. So anyway, let's get back here to this. This is where I want to be. This is where I want to talk to you about. Right here. Let's look at the buy. Buy came down below the 20. Came down below the 30. You didn't want to buy there yet, did you? You probably wanted to because you saw the RSI below the 30. But the market says, nope, not yet. Because I'm going to show you why. Look, here we are. We're down below the 30. Let's buy. Let's buy. You can get in because it's going to go up. We know this. And how do we know this? Because it's gone from the 70 to the 30. It's gone from the 80 to the 20. And it's still going down. And we're on the 15. I know it's going to still continue a little bit, and I know it's going to go up. So look at there. You sold or you bought it. It went up a little bit. Yeah, you could have captured pips. Absolutely. The close of this candle, the open of this candle is when you want to buy. If you want to get in on that bottom on the 15, put your mark here. Go to the 5. Look at here. Let me go find it first. I think that's it. Yep. The 5's not ready yet. Look at there. You're still going down. You can even save some more pips. You would have bought that on the 15 and it would have gone against you a little bit. But if you'd have gone down, dropped one time frame lower, your one time frame lower is going to tell you, not yet. Wait a minute. We're still going down. Look at here. Hold on. Let me move. Let me move one. There we go. See? Still going down a little bit. You're a little shaky. Your 10 MA is going down and it's flattening out. It wants to go up, but your RSI has gone up and retraced a little bit. Your RSI still wants to go down. Look, your stochastic hasn't crossed yet. It's gone up a little bit, jumped a little bit, came back down. It's going back over here to use that as resistance. It's using this 10 MA as resistance. It's using your red line on your stochastic as resistance. Not yet. Right there's where you would have bought on the 15, I think. But we're not ready. Look at there, still dropping a little bit. Now you bought in that trade and you're going, oh crap, now it's going against me. But you're on a 5 minute, so it's not going to go against you that far. Just a couple of pips. That's okay. Look, you could have been a little more patient. And look, now it's coming back down below that 30 again. Came down below the 30 once, went up because the 15 said so. Came back down, went back up a little bit. Why? Because the 15 said so. It's not done here. It's not done on the 15. You have to be aware, if you're watching on the 15, you have to be aware of what's going on the 5, and you have to be aware of what's going on the 30. If you're lining up on the 15 and the 30, or pretty close to it, you're good. Look one time frame lower, look one time frame higher, see what's going on. Then that way, you know if you get in your trade and it starts to go against you, don't worry. If you're trading on the 5, go up to the 15 and 30 and see where they're going to go. You're going to get your pips. It's just a matter of how long is it going to take you? How long are you willing to wait to get your pips? That's all. That's all I worry about right now. How long is it going to take me to get what I want? Do I want to wait that long? Am I happy with just taking the pips I have now? Should be. I'm in the blue. I want to take my money. I want to get my money and go before the market retraces and takes it back from me. I don't want the market taking my money. But I also want to be patient. If I would have sold or bought here and it went against me, I don't care. No big deal, because I know where the market's going. It only went against you 3 pips. That's not bad. But so what? We know where it's going because we're looking. We're paying attention to the time frames. Boom, look at that. Here we go. The RSI is up. Your moving average has turned. And your stochastic has bottomed out again. And it's crossed and going up. Little retracement. Look at there. Still going up. Look at here. Now my RSI is climbing. A little jog. That was a little retracement. We're on the 5 minute. That was a little retracement on the 1 minute. That was a jump up on your 1. That was a retracement on your 1. That was a jump up on your 1. Again, same thing. We're all going up. It's crossed. It's going up. It's crossed. It's going up. Now we're in the trade. Let's say we got in early. We bought there. We bought on this candle back here. We're still up. Look at that. 11.6 pips, and we're only on the 5 minute chart. You've gone from 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 minutes you have made, getting in early even, you made 11 pips, 12 pips, 13 pips, 12 pips, whatever you want. Take whatever you want. Take it and run. Take your money and run. Look at here. Let's go a little further. Okay, now it dips back down. Look, we're watching it. We know the RSI is going to go back down, and it's going to do something at this moving average. It may hit it and bounce up, or it might go through and drop down. We don't know at this point because we haven't looked at the 15. We're on the 5. If you want to know what's going to happen here, go look at your 15. That's going to tell you. So, I don't know, you would have gotten out back here. Just like I said, you take your pips and run. When you see that market moving or starting to do a little turn, you know here it's going to do something soon because it's already pulled far away from here. Just like your Bollinger Bands. When they spread far apart, it's just like a rubber band. It's got to bounce back. Look at here. It goes up here. It gets far away from your moving average, and it bounces back. And in this case, it was on a downtrend, so it goes on below it because you know from the higher time frame, the 15 minutes telling you what's happening right here. Like I said, you can watch this. You know where the market's going. You know where it's going 1 minute or one time frame lower. You know where it's going 1, 2, 3 time frames higher. Just look, people. That's all it is. This market right here is telling you where it's going and when, all the time. These are all footprints all over the place. What happens here happens on the 1 minute, happens on the 5 minute, happens on the 15, happens on the 30, happens on the 1 hour. It happens on all of them. You know where it's going. Just look around. It's going to go from here to here. That's it. Watch your indicators. Your indicators are going to tell you exactly when that move is going to happen. That run from here to here was how many pips? Let's say we got in there to close of that green candle and went up to here. Let's say you rode that up. You thought it was going to go a little further. You were pushing your luck, and it's starting to turn a little bit. If you would have gotten out at the bottom of this red, you made 15 pips. If you got out at the top at the close of this green, when your RSI went above, your stochastic was already crossing, so it's already told you when to get out. You rode it from here to here. Now it says get out. Take your pips. You're here to here. Look at that. 20 pips on a 5-minute chart. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 minutes. You made 20 pips. Look at that. Isn't that nice? You can do this anytime, any day, any chart, any time frame. This is using the sheriff strategy. He buys the 30, he sells the 70. It works all the time. Look at this. Cross right here. You're right there. You want to get in, you want to time your entrance, you're on a 5, go down to the 1. Mark it right here with a vertical line and go down and look at it on the 1. Ride it from here to here. It's going to go from here to here. Why? You know it's going to go down because it's been above the 70 and it's going to go down to the 30. You know this. It happens all the time. Same thing here. It crossed here, and you know it's going to cross again, and it's going to cross down here. So there you go. Capture that little run right there to right there. Use your indicators. They're telling you. They're showing you the footprints. The footprints in the sand, baby. There it is. 8 pips. 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. 20 minutes, 8 pips. Look at here. It's telling you again, I'm crossing and going up. Don't use just the stochastic alone. Use all your indicators. Your RSI, overbought, oversold. Do not trade in here for the new people. If you're experienced, take it at your own risk. But these are confirmations. These are not entry and exit. Well, they are entry and exit signals, but these are confirmations. Don't trade off of these just alone. Use the tools that I've given you, that you have available to you, that I've shown you how to use. You know how to use these. You know how to tell where the market's going and when, because it tells you here, tells you here, tells you here, all over the place. That's why I use all of these. I use these indicators for confirmation and to give me my looking glass or my sight glass into the market. Like I said, I can go in here anytime, anywhere, and capture trades in any of these. I can capture any of these moves. I want to get in here. Fine. I can get in here because I know where it's going to go. I'm bouncing. I'm crossing. The 5-minute time frame's telling me so. Right down here. It's crossing. It's going up. It's crossing. It's going up. I can scalp from there to there. Look at that. Close of that candle. Here. Here. 2 confirmations. Close of the candle. Boom. I'm scalping that for 11 pips. And that's on a 5-minute time frame, folks. 11 pips in 15 minutes. Look at that. You can do this all day. Doesn't matter. But follow the rules until you can see what I'm showing you and what I see. It's going to tell you. Stick with below your 30 and above your 70. Watch your crosses. It's a little more clear on the higher time frame. See how much smoother it is on the 1 hour? But be careful trading higher time frames with your stop losses and such until you get this down, because the higher time frames will take more money. I've gotten in trades early recently, and of course I win them because I know where they're going. I have patience. I don't worry about the market. I don't worry about it taking me out because I know where it's going. It's telling me. So higher time frames, you get bigger pips, but your stop loss is going to be bigger. It's going to be higher risk. If you have smaller accounts, stay down here. You'll get a bigger account eventually. It just takes time. We all start from the same place. I started from the same place you're at right now. We've all been there. It's the same journey. Until you learn to analyze this market and see where it's going and see these moves, stick with the rules. Don't be playing around in here in these little areas, because that'll take your money. Because once it gets in here, it can go anywhere. But I know it's going to drop and retrace, drop and retrace, drop and retrace. That's what the market does. So to catch that move, like I said, see it here, watch it on your 30. From here to here. There you go. From there down to there. You can get out there if you want to. Why? Because you're here. You're on the 20 on the stochastic. Hopefully this is clear for you guys, and hopefully I'm not too confusing you too much. Like I said, I had a little caffeine here this morning, so I'm kind of wound up. But see, I see these excuse me, I see these clearly, clear as day. Why? Because the time frames tell me so. There it is. That nice move right there is this nice move right here, which is this nice move down here. It's on the 15, it's on the 30, it's right here on the 30. Let's get this out of the way, it's confusing. It's right there. Same thing. This move right here on the 30 from down here, you could have gotten in there. Where's it at here on the 30-minute? Let's go from there to there. That's 8 pips just in those 2 candles. 30, 45 minutes, an hour. 8 pips right there. There you go. Wait for that retracement. It's going to come back. Comes back down. Look at here. Look at this big blue box. That is support, folks. That again, that's telling you something else again. Now you look here. You got another confirmation. You're in the support zone. Goes up, comes back down, hits it. Look at there. Your RSI does the same thing. Comes down, goes up, comes back, bounces off of it, goes back up again. It's beautiful. You guys can do this all day, every day. Take your money and run all day long. It doesn't matter what pair. Use that Easy RSI phone app. You won't have to go hunting for trades. Your phone's going to tell you, cha-ching, there's money in here. It's time to go get some. Look there, bouncing off of that, turning right there. This is on the 30-minute. Look at that move. Boom, 26 pips in 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 3.5 hours. If you want to wait 3.5 hours to get paid 23 pips, go for it. Do it. If you don't want to wait that long, go do it on the 15. If you don't want to wait that long, go do it on the 5. Oops, let me turn that off. Go do it on the 5-minute. It doesn't matter. It's doing it everywhere. See? Boom. Capture those pips. Look at it. Yep, right there. Capture that. Capture that little run right here. That candle closes. You're below, touching, going up. Your cross. Let's say we get in right here on this candle. 8.4 pips. It's easy, folks. Hopefully you can see where this market's going and what it's doing. So what? You get in a little early. As long as you're going in the right direction and following the market down from the 30 up and being patient. Look at this. This is sloppy. I wouldn't trade this. That's not pretty. I like pretty things. I like pretty trades. I like easy trades. I wait for them. I don't have to trade right now because I know anytime I want to, the RSI app, Easy RSI app, is going to tell me when I can go make money. I'm on break until that tells me. I'm on lunch break. I'm on dinner break. Who cares? Look at here. It went up, Came back down. We weren't ready to do anything here yet. Let's wait until it comes back and retraces, because we want this moving average to come across and come back down. Now's when we get in. Look at that beautiful setup. Jumped up here. We're right here. We're right here. That's go time right there. We're on a 5-minute chart. Look at that. It's going to go down. I like selling, folks. I guess I'm more of a bear in the markets. I like to sell. Because look at these nice little runs. It's easier to push something downhill than it is to push it uphill. Look at that. That's a nice little run too, 16 pips. Why? Because I knew it was down here. The moving average was coming down, it was crossing. Stochastic was crossing and going up. Look at all these beautiful trades. That's on the 5-minute. Sheriff says trade to 15. Okay, let's trade to 15 then. Here's that same move. Right here. The RSI is above the 70. It's coming back down. Look at that. It's above the 80, at the 80. 83. It's coming back down. Just ride that little down right there. Just ride that little down right there. Because you know it's going to go from the 70 to the 30. If it hasn't done it yet, it's going to. Look at there. Let's see it. Can we see it? Could if I push the right buttons. There we go. Here's what you're looking at. You're above a 70. Okay, that's looking good. What's the moving average doing? It's not ready yet. What's the stochastic doing? It's getting ready. It's not quite ready yet. Here we are. Oh, let me move my stuff out of the way. And look at there. Now we're off. Could have gotten in at the close of that candle, the open of this candle. Yeah, it jumped up a little bit, but we don't care. Look, it jumped up 4 pips. So what? 4 pips is nothing because you got a 20 pip stop loss, right? You're only going for 5 pips, right? There you go. You got room. You got room to let the market move a little bit. Don't worry. Don't freak out. Look at there. It's dropping some more. Why? How do I know? Because my stochastic's telling me so. My RSI is telling me so. And if I were to go look at the 30 right now, the 30 is probably going to be back up here. 30 is going to be up here. 30 is telling me so. I know the 30 is going down because the 30 is telling me where the 15 is going to go. 15 is telling me where the 5 is going to go. I can take a short scalp on the 5. I can take a short scalp on the 15. I can take a longer scalp on the 30. If I want to watch it up there, I'll place my sell here on the 15, right at the close of this red candle here, and then I'll go to the 30 and I'll watch it. I want to capture bigger pips. I got time. My bank account needs it. Let's go watch it on the 30. We'll place it on the 15. We'll catch a bigger run on the 30 because we're kind of scared of this retracement. Well, where was I? We're kind of afraid of this retracement. That retracement scares people. I don't like retracements either. They kind of scare me sometimes. It takes my money out of my account. But I don't care because I know where it's going to go. It's going to go down. How do I know that? Because the 30 told me so. Look at there. The 30 jumped up. I don't want to see that on the 30. That makes me nervous too. Well, heck, let's go watch it on the 1 hour. That's what we'll do. There we go. It's right here on the 1 hour. Look at that. Not a little retracement. So what? That scares me. Well, I'm just going to go watch it on the 4 hour then. Look at there. Now I don't have any green retracement candles, do I? And look at here. Yeah, it's still going up, so you can't ride it too long. It's coming back down, hitting this MA. So you might want to get out maybe. But look, you're all the way up on a 4 hour. You know, you got plenty of time. And this is slow moving. But you know, most likely it's going to continue down. Because why? You're up here at the 80. At some point in time, it's going to get down here. It might go up here a little bit more. It might go down. Who knows? Nobody knows. But I know it's heading this way. That's all. Retraced. Retraced. It's coming down a little bit. Just take your pips. Don't get greedy, folks. You don't have to get greedy. Because you can do this all day, every day. Any day of the week, day or night. You want to do this, you can do this. You can do it in Forex. You can do it in crypto. Those are the two I trade. Heck, you might even be able to do it in stocks. I don't know. I don't trade stocks. That's dollar for dollar. There's no leverage there. So that works for some people. It don't work for me. I don't like it. I like playing over here. I like the Forex and the cryptos. That's where I make my money. Because it's easy to watch this market. It tells me. Look at there. There we go. You could have ridden this down, gotten out here. Let's go to the 15. You could have ridden this down, gotten out there. Let's go to the 5. Could have ridden this down and get out. Just watch your indicators. They're going to tell you, folks. I can sit here and tell you and show you this same thing all day long. It does the same thing all the time. Watch this video. Keep it safe. Watch it all the time. Go back and back test. You can do this. That's what I do in my free time. I go back and back test. If I'm not trading, I'm going back in the market, finding a spot and going, how can I capture that? How can I do that? Where does this go? The easiest way to do it is put a mark here and put a mark here. So that way when you go back and forth across your time frames, you'll be able to see that move. The more you look at these moves, the more you're going to be able to tell where the market's going to go. And hopefully, like I said, hopefully I taught you something here today. Hopefully I didn't confuse you because I jumped around on a lot of time frames. I'm wound up on caffeine. I'm having a good morning. I feel great. I'm showing this to you people. I'm helping you people. I was making money last night watching TV. I love this stuff. And you love it too, or else you wouldn't be here doing it. And you wouldn't be spending your time trying to learn how to do it. But you can do it. It's not hard. The market tells you. It shows you. Just be careful down here in these low time frames, folks. But once you get the hang of this, once you can see where these moves are made and where they happen here, just always remember when it pulls far away, it's going to snap back. Market always retraces. It goes up and it goes down. Don't be greedy. Get your money, get your blues, and go home. You can do this all the time. Right? I know you can. It's easy. I just showed you how. Boom, right there. Lots of sells. I like selling. I like buying things too. But first I got to go sell and make some money so then I can go buy some more things. All right, folks. This is fun. This is easy. Look at that beautiful move. On the 30, across the RSI, or across your MA, the stochastic cross and heading up right there on a 5 minute. Buy that 13 pips. You want to see that? Let's put another line right here. Let's make that a different color because I'm confusing myself now. I'm all over the place today. That's good. It's okay. I like blues and purples. That's why you see a lot of those kind of colors on my screens. Let's do a green. Is that going to show up? Lawn green? Woo, that's bright. I don't know if I like that. Too bright. Let's do that green. I like a lawn green. There we go. We're going to watch this to here. That buy right there. Right? Do you want to know how to do that? Do you want to know how to buy that 30 to that 70? That 20 to that 80? Right there. On a 5 minute. You want to see what that looks like on a 15? There it is. Right there on that 15. Again, they were all lining up. You're down here at the 30, it's crossing up. You're down here at the 20, just a little bit above it. It's already been below. You know, you've been bouncing around on this 30 here. You're down below this 20. Look at here. We crossed. It's using this red %D as support. Your %K is your fast line. Your %D is your slower line. It's bouncing here. It's going up. It's pulling apart. So you know you got some buying steam. Let's go. Look at there. Jumps up from here to here to here. 3 candles on the 15. Well, actually 2, because you bought at the, well, you could have bought right here at the end of that doji, at the open of this candle right here. You could have bought. You could have bought it right there. This wasn't quite ready yet, so I wouldn't have bought it, to be quite honest. Well, no, I wouldn't have. I'm not going to say that. I wouldn't have bought it here yet because this hasn't turned. It turned for me right there. It flattened out and turned for me right there. Didn't flatten out and turn for me right here. Did it? It didn't. It wasn't ready yet. You can jump in, but you run a risk. I don't like risking any more than I have to. I want to keep it all. I want to take it all because the market tells me that I can. It shows me how to do it. Right here. I buy on the open of that. I buy on the sell or the end of that close or that candle. I buy on the open of that candle right there. And I ride it up. Ride it up. It hit the 70. I know it's going to do something because I'm far apart right here. I got some far apart here. And look at here. My stochastic starts to flatten out. My red is close too. Let's move it over here to the edge to see what we actually see in live time. There's what we're looking at in live time. Right there. We're far apart. We're still doing pretty good. We're far apart. Still going up pretty good. Let's go. Let's move one more over. Ready? Okay. That's looking pretty good there. But beware. Look at your little turn here under stochastic. We're on a 15-minute chart right here. The 5 minute is retracing down right here. I know that because this is flattening out. The 5 is flattening out. Your one time frame lower is flattening out here. So beware. Get ready because something's going to happen. What is it going to be? Don't know yet. Now we know. When that starts to turn, we get out because it's going to come back. We know this. That little move is going to come back. Why? Because the market tells you all the time. It goes up and comes back. It goes up and comes back. It goes up and comes back. Stochastic does the same thing. It goes up and comes back. It goes up and comes back. It goes up and comes back. All day, people. All day, every day. There we go. That was that short little trade right there. That little bitty buy. That was 9 pips right there. On a 15-minute time frame, that was 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes. We made 9 pips, almost 10 pips, 10 pips, let's say. Let's be optimistic. We got 10 pips right there, people. How many times a day you want to do that? Do it all day. Do it 50 times a day. You can, because it's all over the place. If you want to make a bunch of trades, do it on the 5. Go down and enter on your 1, watch your 1 if you want to take some short moves. Watch it on your 5 if you want to take an average move. And watch it on your 15 if you want to take a little bit longer move. Don't get crazy. You're still learning how to do this. You're still learning how to see this market. You'll eventually see it like I see it. Then you'll be able to take whatever you want, whenever you want. Because the market's standing there with his hands out, going, here, I'm holding a pile of money in my hands. Just come and get it. You can do it. It's just that simple. That's all you got to do. That little move right there. Let's go back on the 5. Where was it? It's right here. Look at that beautiful little uptrend. Look at those green candles. Color of money right there, baby. Right there. Beautiful. Where is it on the 1? You want to capture a little bit of that move on the 1? You want to get in on it quick? Again, be careful. The 1 minute's not for the faint at heart. Did I pass it already? I don't know. Let's see here. Looking for my greens. See, this is the thing with the 1 minute. You got a bunch of little moves here. Did I lose it? Oh, there it is. It was back here somewhere. Look at here. We're in support. Support down here. Look here. A little doji. We buy. Right here. You just want to take a little move. A little 2-pip move. And then it comes back a little bit. And then it goes up. 13 pips right there. It was 10 on the 5. But your 1 minute squeaks out a little bit more. Because these are these little candles right here. These are your wicks on the next time frame up. That's your wicks right there. See? Let's go to the 5. There you go. See? There's your wicks. Right there's a wick. If I zoom in closer, you might be able to see. But I'm not going to do that because you guys know what that looks like. You know where it's at. You know what it's doing. Right there, see? Beautiful move. Some reds in there. Who cares? I don't want to see red. I'll go to the 5 minute. There we go. Perfect. That's it, folks. You watch your 1 time frame lower for your entry and take your short little turn, or make a bigger move on a 15. Look, you could have gone all the way up here on a 15. Look at that. Crossed here, you could have ridden it all the way up to that one. But again, don't be greedy. Just take your money. It's going to give it to you. It's willing to give it to you. All the impatient people out there are standing there with their hands out, waiting to give you their money. It's right here. Boom. 26 pips. Nice little move right there. Yep. We go from here to here. Right there. Look at that. Beautiful. Does it all day, everybody. I've been on here blabbering for 49 minutes. I'm going to let y'all go. This is good. This is beautiful. Hopefully some light bulbs are going off. Hopefully this is helping you in your trading. If you don't get it yet, that's fine. It doesn't come all at once. When you're ready for the knowledge, it'll be given to you. You'll get it. Just watch this video over and over and over. Share it with your friends, share it with your family. Change lives, people. This is changing lives right here. IML is changing lives. You can do this. It's not hard. If I can do it, you can do it. Trust me. It happens. Piece of cake, folks. Love you all. Happy trading. Hope you're doing great. Have a great day. Go capture some pips. Let's do this.